Hi everyone, I am Ofalanga and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you are new and not subscribe the channel, so subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about grammar. Today we will be discussing another topic about the degrees of adjective that is known as of and in after superlative adjectives. Usage of and in, a lot of students get confusion and they commit a lot of errors and mistakes, and that can help you in your all competitive exams where to use in and of. In fill in the blanks it comes a lot, and today we'll be discussing the same one. Number one we have got that is known as in. We usually use in with places like town, building, countries, world, or with organization, society, party, etc. So usage of in you'll be using, keep in your mind with places like towns, buildings, countries, world, with organization, society, party, etc. Example: this is the oldest building in the town. So it is used for the place like town. So for that you'll be using in. And in the same way, the second example, that was the biggest ship in the world. So in the world, in the town, in the streets, in the country, in the province, in the city, in the village. And in the same way we can use it with organizations, is clear, in society, the party, etc. He was wearing the most beautiful dress in the party, clear. So you will be using them in such way. So for these places we will be using in. Now the second we have got that is of. It has got some two usages which we'll be talking about. Number one, we commonly use of with time expression. If you want to indicate the limitation of time, that if you're talking about, for that we'll be using. Example: what is the most story of your life? Now this is what, the limitation of time. We are saying that what is the most story of your life which you think that this happened to me, and that was a strategy which happened in my life. And the same way we have got the second example: who is the most popular person of this decade? So of your life, of this decade. So over here, see, of is used with time expression like here. And decade is the duration of 10 years. Duration of 10 years is known as decade. So here decade means duration of 10 years. So who is the most popular person of this decade? We can say, that there are some most famous, like in our country, that is Imran Khan. Everybody now knows him well. That even if you ask a poor man, before illiterate or poor man would not know the prime minister of any country, of its own country. But now if you ask anyone, just because of this lot of inflation, and people cannot even afford the in today's time, so this is what everybody knows. So in my point of view, in these decades, just he is the person who is famous in all over the world even. So we have got the second usage. We use of after superlative degree when we point out one of the limited and small number. If there is a limited or small number, like she is the youngest of these three girls, of these three. So over there again, of is used over here with limited number like three girls. And in the same way, second example, E is the most active person of these four persons. So again, limitation of four persons. I am the oldest worker of these six workers. So over here again, you're just telling the limit and number of that small duration, clear. So persons. So that for that you'll be using of. And now the third usage, we have got of and in together when there is a singular noun after the superlative degree of adjective. When your noun is singular, so for that superlative degree of adjective, we don't use of, we use in. Keep in your mind. When there is a plural noun after the superlative degree of adjective, then we use of, not in. So this you need to care. These are very common errors which students commit, a lot of mistakes in them. If see superlative plus noun is your singular, so you will be using in instead of. He is the luckiest player in the world. Clear? Now over there, you are talking about the singular noun, that is player. So for that you will be using in. And in the same way, she is the fastest hairdresser in the town. And in the same way, of is the third example is I am the laziest in the factory. Now superlative plus plural noun, so you'll be using of. He is the luckiest player of them, of all. Clear? So for that you'll be using of. She is the faster hairdresser of all. Now we are talking about lot of people, so for that you'll be using of, and for singular you'll be using uh, in. Last example, I am the laziest of all. So for plural and lot of things you'll be using of, and for the singular you'll be using in. So hope you got today's lectures. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with next lecture. Goodbye.